Good evening, Robert Scribbler with the OBX Wave Report, providing this video of the froth and the foam here at Jeanette's Pier on the north side as we get some 2 to 3 foot waves marching in off the North Atlantic Ocean. Crumbly, tumbly, getting choppy, but wow, look at that gorgeous color to the water here. Light nor'easter conditions with winds coming out of the northeast right now at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And over the next couple of days, so for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we're expecting to see more of the same northeasterly winds blowing in the 10 to upper 20s range depending on the day. So like for tomorrow, we could get some winds, sustained winds up to 28, maybe even 30 miles per hour, possible gusts to gale force with some rain, and then similar conditions, although with lighter wind on Monday and Tuesday. So looking pretty choppy with surf in the range of, say, 2 to 5 foot, maybe a little bit higher if we get those winds up to gale force, possibly some 6 or 7 foot waves depending on your location. We shall see. And then the waves tapering off on Monday and Tuesday, getting into the 2 to 4 foot range, depending on your location. On Wednesday, likely to clean up with some more pleasant weather, warmer temperatures, and some southwesterly winds blowing, and waves in the range of 2 to 3 foot, and looking pretty glassy on Wednesday. So don't have all the data points for you guys, but that is my brief overview and forecast for the coming 4 days, along with some pretty beautiful and dramatic video of the foamy waters here on the Outer Banks as the tide moves up the shore here. All right, so thank you for joining me for this Saturday session of the OBX Wave Report. Hope you guys did get out in the water and enjoy some good surf this morning. It was fun, punchy, pretty big, larger than expected, and a little tricky, but nonetheless, good rides were had by many surfers up and down the Outer Banks. Hope you guys were one of them. If not, let's look forward to some good surf this coming week. We're going to have some. It's just going to be good. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. And as I typically do, I'd like to ask you guys to please do everything you can to help protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. Those impacts being rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. The primary solution to the climate crisis at this point is the rapid deployment of clean energy. Of course, we're going to have to follow on that rapid deployment of clean energy with a number of sustainability efforts as well as resiliency efforts for coastlines and infrastructure. Regardless of where we live, we're going to definitely need to be on board for facing the climate crisis. But first things first is to limit the damage, and the way we do that is by rapidly mass deploying that clean energy. Clean energy is presently mass deployable forms: wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. There's also another number of innovations down the pipe. We got to look at deployment right now and the rapid transition to net zero and then net negative carbon emissions. All right, guys, thank you for joining me once again for this beautiful session of the OBX Wave Report as we have some semi-stormy waters. Just some beautiful video for everyone to enjoy here. And thanks for joining me once again.